Let's talk about signposting in selling. We're talking about giving advice, mortgage advisors, financial advisors, signposting. So what is signposting then? Well, signposting is a skill which we all need. So let's put a little signpost up there for you. Here you go. We'll call this signposting. Now, me and my old mate Kev used to play a game years ago, and the game was name 2 towns in the UK and how do you get there by car. I'm really good at that. I've travelled the UK for most of my working life. So you could say to me Edinburgh to Glasgow, and I say, well, the M8 motorway. Or you could say, for example, Norwich to Portsmouth. And I would say, well, okay, from Norwich, then you get the A34, I think it is, and then you get the A13 down to the M1, M25, M3 down to Portsmouth. I can do it. It's fantastic, isn't it? But so that's the whole point, you see. When you're driving in a car, you have signposts to tell you where you're going. Every time you're driving down the motorway, you have a look at the next signpost. It tells you what the next town is, the next exit, etc. Signposts are essential when you're travelling around in a car. Otherwise you get lost. Okay, you got your sat-nav, I get that. But sometimes sat-navs goes down and signposts are there to help you. Now in selling is exactly the same concept, signposting. And what we need to do is to signpost to our customer the whole journey of the process. So for example, if you're going to give advice on mortgages, you have a sales process which you follow. The customer needs to know what you're going to do. So for example, when you start the sales process, so here's your selling process, sales. When you start it, here you go, you're going to have your intros, you're going to have your paperwork, your disclosure. So you want to tell the customer, okay, for the next 5 minutes, what I'd like to do is tell you a bit more about the firm, who I am, what we're about, authorization, etc. Then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about you and your family and your situation, and that's going to take about 45 minutes in total. Does that sound okay to you? So that's a little signpost with a little test close as well. So the customer needs to know exactly where they're going. So from there, you'll go on to the fact finding. There you go. Once you've done the fact finding, okay then Mr. Customer, what we've done now is we've got a great picture of you and what you're all about. What I'm going to do now is go behind the scenes now, check with the tech girls and boys, get some information for you, and I'm going to come back to you in a couple of days' time with another meeting where we can talk about the options. So you do your research. The customer needs to know exactly where they are every single time. It's just like driving around the UK. And that way the customer feels comfortable, they feel relaxed, they know exactly where they're going. Now you can do test closing along the way here. So what I'd like to do is to give you some options when I see you on Friday. And if those options suit what you're looking for, would you be in a position to go ahead with that? So you can do little closes as well along the way. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So that's signposting, really pretty simple, straightforward thing. Adults don't need surprises. Children do, but we don't sell to children, do we? So signposting is absolutely essential. So think about next time you're with the customer, are you constantly giving them direction and signposting as to what you're going to be doing next? And that game that actually, is it the M8 from Glasgow to Edinburgh? I'm not quite sure of that one. I'm getting so used to sat-navs now, you're losing the ability to travel, aren't you? There you go. Hope that's been useful. Bye.